Okay, señores, so good morning again and welcome to everyone. So how are you? Let's see, I got your 3 students. My goodness, what happened with the rest? Okay, so the agenda for today is very easy. So today is the last day to the reading part. We are going to do the last exercise and then we are going to start with the grammar part because obviously it's necessary, but I hope you have been practicing because it's necessary to practice. So this is the agenda for today. So I hope we have enough time to do it. So let's see. It is a shame because I need to start. So, y de ahí me dicen, teacher, ¿qué están haciendo? Entonces, pero por respeto a los puntuales voy a iniciar ya. Okay, this is the last reading. This is the last for you. So, could you please pay attention to the audio? Ay, me da no sé qué porque ay, no quisiera comenzar porque, o sea, I'm very sure Alessandra is coming, I'm very sure Anira is coming, so, ¿cómo hacemos, hipotes? ¿Le damos 2 minutos o iniciamos? Yo por respeto a ustedes que entran temprano, ¿qué dicen ustedes? ¿Les damos dos minutitos? ¿Creen ustedes que ingresan en 2 minutos?
Maybe we can wait.
Okay, let's wait 1 minute. So according to the class for today, as I said before, we are going to conclude with the reading part. So just as a question, let's see, Irene, could you please open your audio? Okay, 1 minuto y comenzamos. Irene, have you been practicing for the TOEFL?
A little.
A little bit. So,
Yes.
according to you right now, what do you think is the most difficult part and why?
For me, the reading part, because I get stressed when I am reading long paragraph.
Okay, do you
And
play?
when I don't know about
Uh-huh.
the vocabulary that is there.
Okay, so could you please, Irene, y se prepara Jackie, could you please tell me, or could you please mention some tips for the reading part?
I
As a
think
student. Mhm.
that first is if I know the topic, I can read the most important part and try to know the main idea of the topic, because that is the most important. And
Okay. Mhm.
yes, because all the topic is related to about different characteristics, different things. So the most important part is to be focused in the main idea and the characteristics of the topic.
Okay, nice. So, do you have any personal advice for the reading part? As you say, okay, teacher, you taught us many tips, but my tip is this one. Do you have any personal?
Yes, when if I am reading, I need to be focused there, because sometimes there are things that happen around us, and if I am reading, I need to be focused there. I am reading and I don't need to think about what is happening around me.
Excellent. Okay. Anything else, my dearest?
Just that.
Thank you so much. Really nice comment. Let's see. Let's see. Jackie, what about you? What is the most difficult?
Reading part.
The reading. Okay. Why?
Yes, because there are paragraphs long,
Mm-hmm.
and there are many vocabulary, and you have to pay attention to everything, because a paragraph has conjunctions, phrases.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, if you don't pay attention in a conjunction, you will fail. And
And by the way, not just in conjunctions, because we got interjections. We got adverbs, adjectives. So, but it is a kind of tricky. So, for today classes, so we are going to have a review about the conjunctions, about the part of the speech. So, in a reading test, Jackie, we got the part of the speech. So, it is really important you as a student to recognize all of them because plays a very important role. So, I in this case, I consider one of the trickies in the reading is try to understand, but if you know, we don't have time. We don't have enough time. So what can be as a personal tip? Can you share to us, please?
Mm, It is not it is not a personal, but
Mm-hmm.
what you mentioned, you give us like a tip. Okay, if read, use the scanning with all the paragraphs quickly
Mm-hmm.
and got the main idea about the the whole text
Uh-huh.
because
Okay. Mm-hmm. Have you been practicing?
yes, a little.
A little. A little, it means that 1 hour every day or what?
And listening, I try to listen a listening per day because I upload an app and it
Mm-hmm.
will be helping me.
Okay, thank you so much. Hey, before to continue with Mauricio's opinion, so I want to share something that happened to me yesterday. So I'm a Christian, and but in yesterday I got the opportunity to begin as a translator for someone who lives comes from Florida. This is in United States. He's a preacher and he's needy and he lives in Florida and he's sharing the gospel for all over the world. So in my church, there are many people that speak English, but most of them are working in a call center. So it is totally different because, as you know, when you work in a call center, yes, you can speak, but this is just a technique vocabulary. So that's why I say this one because I got the opportunity to be in the interpreter yesterday at the church. To be honest, yes, to be honest, I want to be very honest with you. At the beginning, I felt nervous because yes, I got experienced, but when my pastor said, "Okay, Gabriela, can you please support us to translate because there is a person who comes from Florida and a we don't have nobody wants to participate because it's a kind of stressful." So I decided to say, "Okay, yes," but the problem was at the beginning. I don't know why. Well, yes, I know. I felt too much stress. And for the first few minutes, I didn't understand what he was saying. One of the techniques that I use in order to not get embarrassed with in front of the people is um, try to interpret, not translate. At the beginning of the preach, he was talking about a history. The history was about a boy who likes to make boats, and the history was a kind of boring. But what when I see the recorder, when I see the video recorder, I said, "My God, that's a very easy story." To be honest, I felt stress just for the few minutes, just for the few minutes at the beginning. ¿Por qué le digo esto? Because it doesn't matter if you are good at something. In this case, it doesn't matter if you are good at speaking. It doesn't matter if you are good at listening. or you think you are. Why? Because if you don't practice, make sure you are going to fail. So I remember, because my church has around 600 or 700 members. My goodness. When I saw the people in front of me look at me, and they all were paying attention what I'm going to say, I remember all of you guys. And I said, tomorrow I'm going to explain, I'm going to share my experience, because it doesn't matter if, as I said, it doesn't matter if you are good at something. In this case, I'm good at speaking, yes, but the TOEFL, it doesn't measure your speaking, your conversation. If you don't like to practice by yourself, by your own, will be a shame, because I'm sure you are going to fail. As I said 2 weeks ago, you have to be practicing every day. Thanks God, at minute 8, yes, I felt really comfortable, because I said, okay, my goodness, I'm an English teacher, so I have been teaching for almost 9 years, 10 years. So I try to control my stress. I try to control my, I, I try to control my old. So thanks God for the rest of the preachers was really good, and thanks God, and I can get all the information, and I understand, and sometimes I translate, and sometimes I use the interpret way. So because if you remember, we got two ways. So my advice again for today is, you have to practice, okay? You have to practice, because it's necessary to practice. O sea, yo ayer al principio era así como que, si es la historia de un niño de un bote, que no, o sea, but I was a kind of stress. So that's why I failed the TOEFL the first time, because I get stressed, and you are going to get stressed, because one of the tips that I give you to you is one of the, don't get stuck if you don't understand. That happened to me yesterday for the few first minutes. The easy story that the preachers told us was very easy to explain, was very easy to translate. But what happened yesterday? I get stressed. I get nervous. And that's going to happen to you. Have when you, I teacher, I'm ready, yes, and thanks God, because I know you're ready, but not just to practice it, you have to control your feelings. And remember, you are going to take this test just once. I hope you just once. Okay, Mauricio, what about you, Mauri? We got reading, we got listening, we got grammar. What's the most difficult? Or do you consider is the most for you? Oops, Mauri, thank you.
Yes,
Okay, nice.
I had some trouble here. But
All right.
you were asking me for an advice, right? Or no?
In this case, we got listening, we got grammar, we got reading. Is there any that you said, teacher, this is the hardest part for me?
Yes. Of course, the listening part is the worst thing that I can have in the TOEFL exam.
Do you got any personal tips that would you like to share with us?
For the listening or in general?
In general.
Well, I don't know, but what I do when I'm making or I'm doing an exam, I try to just put the first answer that it comes to my mind. And for example, I just see the question and I see the answers, and then I put the answer. Then I take my time to review each one, but once I complete all the exam. So I don't
Uh-huh.
have the stress of having all the having a short time to be answering all in a hurry. That is a way to deal with the stress of doing exams, I think.
Okay, excellent. Thanks for sharing, Mauricio. Okay, my dearest students. So I need to move on. So if you see my screen, this is the last reading part, but it got an audio. So could you please pay attention and try to understand and try to get the idea, try to get the general idea. And then we are going to discuss. But before to do this one, I need to continue practicing vocabulary. But this is our last reading. So I'm going to play the audio. But remember, for the real TOEFL, it's not the same, okay? It doesn't have the same structure. But in this case, yes, I found this reading is a kind of easy for me. And I know it's going to be easy for you too. So please pay attention.
The effects of stress. There's a famous expression in English, "Stop the world, I want to get off." This expression refers to a feeling of panic or stress that makes a person want to stop whatever they're doing, try to relax, and become calm again. Stress means pressure or tension. It is one of the most common causes of health problems in modern life. Too much stress results in physical, emotional, and mental health problems. There are numerous physical effects of stress. Stress can affect the heart. It can increase the pulse rate, make the heart miss beats, and can cause high blood pressure. Stress can affect the respiratory system. It can lead to asthma. It can cause a person to breathe too fast, resulting in a loss of important carbon dioxide. Stress can affect the stomach. It can cause stomach aches and problems digesting food. These are only a few examples of the wide range of illnesses and symptoms resulting from stress. Emotions are also easily affected by stress. People suffering from stress often feel anxious. They may have panic attacks. They may feel tired all the time. When people are under stress, they often overact to little problems. Emotions are also easily affected by stress. People suffering from stress often feel anxious. They may have panic attacks. They may feel tired all the time. When people are under stress, they often overreact to little problems. For example, a normally gentle parent under a lot of stress at work may yell at a child for dropping a glass of juice. Stress can make people angry, moody, or nervous. Long-term stress can lead to a variety of serious mental illnesses. Depression, an extreme feeling of sadness and hopelessness, can be the result of continued and increasing stress. Alcoholism and other addictions often develop as a result of overuse of alcohol or drugs to try to relieve stress. Eating disorders such as anorexia are sometimes caused by stress and are often made worse by stress. If stress is allowed to continue, then one's mental health is put at risk. It is obvious that stress is a serious problem. It attacks the body. It affects the emotions. Untreated, it may eventually result in mental illness. Stress has a great influence on the health and well-being of our bodies, our feelings, and our minds. So reduce stress. Stop the world and rest for a while.
Really nice. I like it. Okay, let's see. Ale, good morning. Could you please turn on your audio? Se prepara Anita.
Good morning.
Welcome. Welcome, princess. So tell me, what is the general idea?
Actually, I really enjoyed the video and talk about the dangerous problem that there is stress to explain with the details.
Stop, princess. I don't know if your microphone is working.
Yeah, I changed the microphone because my sister is using the notes. So for the reason I told you, if you can hear me well.
Okay. Let's try again. Okay, don't worry, but let's try again, okay? So, okay, please tell me, what is the general idea? Se prepara Anita.
Okay, what do you say?
What's the general idea?
Okay, is there no knowledge of the how dangerous the stress is and the
Mhm.
details that the stress can trouble in the health, like stomach or with your hair, is obviously in the pressure blood. And that is something very dangerous because as you know now, is something that is healing to the people. So if you're young and you have problems like that, you're going to die very young also. And of the message for me for this training is that you have to control the stress because you can die very
Mhm.
clearly.
Okay, thank you so much, Ale. Let's see. Ana del Carmen, please. What's the general idea? But before to give us your opinion, so I want to apologize with you, Anita, because I know you were celebrating your birthday
Uh,
this last Friday, right?
no,
No, it wasn't?
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay, so I'm so sorry because there's someone who told me, hey, teacher, can we sing happy birthday to Anita and say, yes, of course, at the end of the class. So I realized, my goodness, I forgot it. So I'm so sorry, Anita, but happy birthday, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, God bless you. Okay, so Anita, please give us what's the general idea?
Uh, that what having the stress can affect like the people's life and what are the consequences and the side effects of like not having like a relax like I don't know a routine or like a relax
Mm-hmm.
like daily life. I don't know and what what are the others like uh, consequences that can can make you like having like two illnesses like too
Mm-hmm.
dangerous.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Let's see, Jackie, when it said, if you see the test, there is a famous expression in English. Stop the world. I want to get up. What does it mean that for you?
When you feel very bad because you have problems and you need to stop everything because you need some rest.
Okay. For example, there is an expression that is called switch off.
Mhm.
It is the same. So, how often do you switch off?
Maybe
Mm-hmm.
once a week.
Just once?
Yes.
Okay, but why? Tell me why. Because this is a conversation, not an interview.
Okay. Okay. And because
Okay.
I am thinking, I was thinking because okay, I received class from Monday to Friday, and my day off is Thursday.
Thursdays. Hmm.
Uh-huh. Yes. And
What
so
about Saturdays and Sundays?
yeah, but in the weekend I do another things and we have to do homework. For example, this weekend I couldn't switch off because I have to do homework and another stuff, so I couldn't. And the day that I switch off is
Hmm.
my day off, Thursday. Yes, for that reason it is not sometimes because some weeks are harder than others. and it is difficult to choose a specific day for
Yes,
oh yes.
I totally agree. So, Jackie, in my case, I have been working for, let's see, 3 weeks. I didn't, well, yes, Thursdays are my day off too, but in a comillas, because on Thursdays I try to complete, or I try to do the things that I can not do in the rest of the days. I have been working for almost 3 weeks. I never stop because I work at the university in the morning. I got my English Academy. So this yesterday I had to work too for my English Academy. I start working for my English Academy and I start preparing the classes for all of you. So it is important to make a stop. In my case, Jackie, one of the ways that I use to control my stress is take few minutes on my journey. I like to work, for example, like a 1 hour full. I made a stop. I look for some snack or something like that. But I said I don't want to continue working like I'm begin working this case because I'm a kind of workaholic woman. Yes, I love what I do, but it is a stress. So we need to make a stop. The topic is not this one because we are reading the effects of stress. But Jackie, this is my last question. What do you do, or in this case, how do you do to control your stress?
Well, first I need to eat something because I don't know if if I eat something that I want, it controls my stress, and I lie on the
Mm-hmm.
sofa or on the bed, and I play a movie or songs. And with that,
Okay.
I get better.
Okay, thank you. Jackie, could you please help me to choose between Irene or Mauricio?
Mauricio.
Okay, thank you. Mauri, just one but personal question because I remember when I was studying at high school, I wasn't a good student because I had many subjects. And one of the subjects, Mauricio, that I used to hate all the time was mathematics. The reason that I'm saying this one is because I love my career. When I start studying to begin a teacher, I really enjoyed. And I can say I consider myself not a perfect student, but I will try to give my best. And I really enjoy my career. There were many subjects that were kind of difficult, but it's not a lot. So I really enjoy my career. What about you, Mauricio? Do you feel the career is a kind of difficult or not?
And the career is difficult. I think learning a new language is always difficult,
Mm-hmm.
and making the decision that you need to teach the language to students in front of many people and managing with parents and other teachers, it could be very troublesome. So I think it's very difficult, in my
Oh,
opinion.
excellent. Thank you so much. Yes.
But
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't mean that I don't like it. I mean, maybe the teaching is not like my favorite subject. Of course, I don't
uh,
have experience to say that I really love it. I don't have experience, but
mm-hmm.
in the terms of the learning a new language, I love it, and I think I could be a good teacher because I try to pay attention to the necessity of the students. And in different cases that some teachers deal with me and that they didn't take into account certain things. So I think I could do that and much better.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mauricio. Really nice comment. Okay, my dearest students, we are going to listen. We are going to read again the test. Listening and reading at the same time, and then you are going to choose the correct answer. So this is the last time, so please pay attention.
The effects of stress. There's a famous expression in English, stop the world, I want to get off. This expression refers to a feeling of panic or stress that makes a person want to stop whatever they're doing, try to relax, and become calm again. Stress means pressure or tension. It is one of the most common causes of health problems in modern life. Too much stress results in physical, emotional, and mental health problems. There are numerous physical effects of stress. Stress can affect the heart. It can increase the pulse rate, make the heart miss beats, and can cause high blood pressure. Stress can affect the respiratory system. It can lead to asthma. It can cause a person to breathe too fast, resulting in a loss of important carbon dioxide. Stress can affect the stomach. It can cause stomach aches and problems digesting food. These are only a few examples of the wide range of illnesses and symptoms resulting from stress. Emotions are also easily affected by stress. People suffering from stress often feel anxious. They may have panic attacks. They may feel tired all the time. When people are under stress, they often overact to little problems. Emotions are also easily affected by stress. People suffering from stress often feel anxious. They may have panic attacks. They may feel tired all the time. When people are under stress, they often overreact to little problems. For example, a normally gentle parent under a lot of stress at work may yell at a child for dropping a glass of juice. Stress can make people angry, moody, or nervous. Long-term stress can lead to a variety of serious mental illnesses. Depression, an extreme feeling of sadness and hopelessness, can be the result of continued and increasing stress. Alcoholism and other addictions often develop as a result of overuse of alcohol or drugs to try to relieve stress. Eating disorders such as anorexia are sometimes caused by stress and are often made worse by stress. If stress is allowed to continue, then one's mental health is put at risk. It is obvious that stress is a serious problem. It attacks the body. It affects the emotions. Untreated, it may eventually result in mental illness. Stress has a great influence on the health and well-being of our bodies, our feelings, and our minds. So reduce stress. Stop the world and rest for a while.
Okay, my dearest, so you got 20 seconds for each question. So the first one is, tomemos notas por favor. Which of the following is not a common problem caused by stress? Letter A, physical problems. B, anecdotal problems. C, mental problems. O D, emotional problems. 20 seconds. Acuérdense que para la parte de lectura les van a dar 1 hora y aproximadamente ponen como 3 o 4 lecturas. A diferencia de listening, a diferencia de la parte de grammar, o sea, en la que tenemos más tiempo, perdón que sé que están concentrados, en la que tenemos más tiempo es en la parte de reading. Okay, I'm going to choose the first one, but it doesn't mean this is the correct one. Oh, y creo que no se las voy a elegir porque si no les voy a ir dando la respuesta. Ok, ya saben que por lo menos la A no es. Number 2. According to the say, which of the following parts of the body doesn't have physical problems caused by stress? A. The arms. B. The stomach. C. The lungs. D. The heart. 20 seconds. Okay, the next one. Which of the following show how stress can affect the emotions? Click on the box beside each correct answer and then click on check. For example, letter A, it can make people feel nervous. B, it can cause panic attacks. C, it can make people feel elate. And Z, it can make people feel angry. We got 4 options, but you can choose more than 2.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes,
What is elated
when you say,
or
my goodness, it's like,
agitado?
it's, yes, like a anxious, like a,
Ah,
yes,
thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, 4. Which of the following can result from long-term stress? Click on the box beside each correct answer and then click on check. So we got bliss, depression, alcoholism, and Wemsen. In this case, we got more than 2 correct options too.
'Sorry, teacher, I can't bad. What is wincy?
Whimsy is when a people is like, I don't want to do that because this is my rules, so I prefer to do this one. If you don't like it, it doesn't matter for me. It's an adjective.
It's like a selfish.
Ajá, caprichoso, caprichosa. It's two, yeah. Okay, 5. Choose the best answer to explain how alcoholism is caused by stress. There is only one correct, okay? Letter A, alcohol is used to relieve stress. B, alcohol is popular. C, alcohol is a chemical. And D, alcohol is similar to medicine. Six. Which of the following is not caused by long-term stress? A, bloating. B, addiction. C, anorexia. And D, alcoholism. 20 seconds. Okay. 7. Choose all the answers that can complete these sentences. Stress can affect the respiratory system by causing problems, causing asthma, a loss of carbon dioxide, or causing breathing problems. There are more than 2 correct options. Well, one is missing, okay. One is wrong. One is wrong. Okay, the last one. Symptoms of emotional stress include A. Feeling joyous, B. Feeling hungry, C. Feeling thirsty, or D. Feeling tired. In this case, we got only one correct option. Okay, señores, I will give you 60 seconds. Could you please send your results, send your opinions, your correct options into the Zoom chat in my private? Thank you so much. Okay.
Private, right?
Yes. Ok. No le vayan a copiar a Mauricio, porfa, ok.
Teacher, usted no es apura a decirlo.
Ok. Esto lo hago con dos objetivos. Uno, obviamente, para ver sus resultados y saber si están en lo correcto o lo incorrecto. Y segundo, porque eso es lo que yo tomo como asistencia. Ya a estas alturas, ya todos tuvieron que haber ingresado.
Teacher, I am sending the answer, but I already sent 2.
Yes. So 1 and 2. So three, let's see. 3 are missing, right?
Yes, I am typing.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to give you the correct ones, but we don't have time to discuss it. So I'm going to I'm going to upload the link if you want to practice, okay? Because I need to move on for the grammar part. Okay, thank you, Jackie. But could you please send us into the Zoom chat? Thank you. Okay. Okay. Excellent. Thank you. Thanks to all of you. Okay. Okay, nobody's missing, right? Okay, let's go back. Number 1. Which of the following is not a common problem caused by stress? A, B, C, or D? My dearest?
B.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Number 2. According to this says, which of the following parts of the body doesn't have physical problems caused by stress? A, B, C, or D?
A.
A.
Obviously, teacher. Number 3. Which of the following show how stress can affect the emotions? Just one is wrong. Which one? Vamos a elegir la
A,
que
C,
es
D.
A.
C, y D.
Okay. C and D. So the wrong is it can cause panic attacks.
That is the wrong.
For Mauricio's opinion, what about you?
Okay. Okay.
No, this is Mauricio's opinion. What about you? Or what about the rest of the ladies?
You have to choose 3.
Okay, you say A, B. This is
Teacher, I got confused because I didn't know that we have to choose 3.
okay. Yes, we got 4 options, so one
For
is
me,
wrong.
wrong is C.
Okay, the C. Okay, remember this is according to the test. Okay, this is according to the test. Yes, the wrong is letter C. I'm going to send the link if you want to read it again, if you want to practice again. So let's continue. Which of the following can result from long-term stress? One is
C.
wrong. One is wrong. Mauricio, you said C is the wrong.
No, the A is the wrong.
Aquí también era más de uno.
Yes. I said we got more than 2. Por eso les dije, tenemos más de 2.
B.
Okay, so B. Okay. In this case, the correct ones are bliss, depressions, and alcoholism. Choose the best answer to explain how alcoholism is caused by stress. Choose the best answer.
A.
How to explain. This one? Okay. Yes, it is. Excellent. Thank you. 6. Yes. Which of the following is not? Which of the following it isn't caused by long-term stress?
C.
Letter C?
I
It's
think.
not. It's not. No es una causa.
It's not A, according to the text.
Okay. Yes, it is. En este caso, ¿qué es bloating? Cuando nuestro cuerpo.
Sangre.
What is bloating, please?
Ok, ahí sería de bloating. Pero aquí es bloating.
What is it?
Viene de cuando tu cuerpo se inflama, se hincha.
Okay.
Exacto. Aquí en ese caso, si estuviéramos hablando del alcoholismo, sí hay gente que es alcohólica y se han fijado que se hinchan, ¿verdad? En este caso. Pero en el caso del estrés, pues no produce ningún tipo de hinchazón. O sea, se refiere en todo tu cuerpo, ¿ok? Se refiere en todo tu cuerpo. Blow. Y el otro era blue, con doble O. Aquí es solo bloating. Choose all the answers that can complete these sentences. Choose all. Choose all. So one is missing. Stress can affect the respiratory system by. ¿Cuál es la incorrecta? Vamos a leer.
Sí, but I didn't do it that way.
Okay. See, Alessandra said A.
Sí. No.
No, A.
No, no, sorry.
Okay, which one is the incorrect one?
Z.
See? Okay. In this case, stress can affect the respiratory system by causing asthma, a loss of carbon dioxide, causing breathing problems. Yes. Causing stomach problems. Symptoms of emotional stress include, there is only one.
The last one.
Feeling tired.
Okay, feeling tired. Okay, my dearest students. Les voy a enviar el link para que ustedes, se los voy a subir aquí al portal para que ustedes puedan practicar. Hoy terminamos con la parte, en este caso, de reading. Y ahora vamos con la última parte del TOEFL, que en este caso estaríamos hablando de la parte de gramática. Para ser bien honesta con la parte de gramática, si usted me dice que si hay tips para gramática, señores, el único tip que hay es que usted estudie. Porque aquí no les puedo decir yo, ok, esta es usted puede ver en este caso que aquí sí, el que sabe, sabe. En la parte de gramática no hay tips. O sea, mira, hace esto para que pases la parte, no hay tips para la parte de gramática. Entonces, como no hay tips para la parte de gramática, en este caso lo que voy a hacer ahorita con ustedes es lo siguiente. Yo tengo, no sé si son 15. Ok, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Son 12. I got 12 sentences. This is an exercise for you. If you read all the sentences, you are going to make sure all the sentences are in simple present. The first exercise to practice in order to improve your grammar part is to identify. Identify what is you, what is are, what is very, what is kind. I mean that if you consider you, this is just an example, okay? If you consider you is a conjunction, are is an adjective, very is a pronoun, and kind is a verb, you are going to classify the part of the speech. Teacher, no recuerdo, okay, I don't care if you don't remember. I mean, I respect your knowledge, but I want to make sure how good are you in this case at the grammar part. So, what time is it? It's 8:05. Uy, Dios mío, son las 8:05. I'm going to give you 25 minutes to identify. This is not an evaluation, okay? This is just an exercise to make sure how your knowledge is. So, do you have any question? Do you have any doubt, or everything is clear?
We have to write in a notebook or just say the...
No, you had to write down in your notebook, okay? The old school, okay? So you had to write it down, all the sentences. And then using a ruler, porque tenemos que aprender a trabajar en forma ordenada, using a ruler, you are going to underline every single word, and you have to classify if the word is conjunction, an interjection, an auxiliary verb, or etc. Another question more? Okay, my dear, so you got 24 minutes. No se preocupen que este tema, esta parte de estas oraciones, etcétera, y todo se los voy a explicar muy detalladamente. Lo que yo quiero ver es el conocimiento que ustedes tienen. Eso es lo que quiero ver ahorita. Si usted sabe qué es un pronoun, si usted sabe qué es un noun, si usted sabe qué es una interjection, si usted sabe, etcétera. Entonces, yo sé que usted sabe qué es un pronoun. Yo sé que usted ya lo sabe, pero yo quiero saber en este caso si usted sabe clasificar las palabras. Pero como les digo, lastimosamente en grammar no hay tips, señores. No hay tips en grammar. Aquí lo que ustedes verdaderamente tienen que hacer es practicar. Pero no se preocupen porque lo vamos a hacer. So, 8:07 a las 8:30, inicio.
Teacher, I have a question.
Please.
You said that we're going to put what kind of word is the classification, for example, verb, pronoun, and all that. In the case of mustn't, I need to put that is a modal verb
Yes,
or
it
just a
is.
verb.
No, it is a modal verb, to be more specific. Perfect. Nice. For example, in the case of I don't love dogs. Okay, love is a verb. Don't, it's a verb too, but what kind of verb is this one? ¿Es un verbo? No, okay. This is the base. Love. We got don't. It is also a verb, but what kind of
Auxiliary
verb?
verb.
Okay, excellent. Nice.
Teacher.
Okay, please. Your microphone is on, but yes, please tell me.
Because I have a internet connection unstable.
Okay. So do you understand the dynamic?
No,
May I explain again?
please.
Okay, yes, it's gonna be a pleasure. Okay, in this case we got 12 sentences. You are going to classify what kind of word is it. For example, if you consider you, this is an example, okay? If you consider you is an adjective, you are going to write it down, underline first, and then you have to write it down, for example, adjective. We got are. If you consider are, it's a pronoun, underline the word and write down pronoun. So you're going to classify the part of the speech.
Okay.
Okay. 8:20. If you're ready, please. Let me know if you're ready, guys. Let's see, what about Ale?
No, not yet,
No,
teacher.
Not
yet,
yet.
teacher, give me more time.
Anita, ok, Irene, Jackie. Ok, no, don't worry. Lo que pasa es que yo dije no, quizás le di mucho tiempo. Ok, no, ok. 8:30. Be ready because I'm going to choose randomly in order to help me, okay? Six minutes left, okay? 6 minutes. 3 minutes. Sixty seconds. Okay, so let's see. I got the sentences here. Please pay attention. So, sentences number 1. I need a volunteer, please. Who wants to classify the first one? Okay, just
Me,
one. Thank you.
but I
Thank you,
don't know
Irene.
if I am right.
Don't worry, be happy. Okay, please, Irene, before to give us your definition, your classification, could you please choose the next student para que se vaya preparando psicológicamente?
Mauricio,
Mauri, please be ready with the second. Okay, number 1, Irene.
subject pronoun you are is a verb, the verb to be, and very is an adverb, and kind is an adjective.
Okay, let's compare. You, it's a noun. Are, it's a, yes, are, it's a verb. Very, it's an adverb. And kind, it's a adjective. Okay, thank you so much, Mauricio. Number 2, but
Oh,
please.
Irene. Okay.
Mauri, solo, espérame, hijo, regálame 10 segundos porque si no se me va a apagar la compu. Permíteme un minutito.
Okay.
Pensé que tenía carta. Espérame, hijo, espérame. ¿Qué hice? Ok, yo creo que sí está cargando. Creo que sí. Okay, please, Mauri. Number 2.
Noun.
Ajá.
Noun. Then Mosen is a modal verb
Mhm.
with an adverb that would be not, right? I think.
Mhm.
Then bear, that is come, and earlier, that in this case is an adverb, and tomorrow, that is a noun.
Okay, let's see. We got noun, We got a moral verb. In this case, it's a negative moral verb. We got a verb. We got an adverb. We got an adverb too. Okay, thank you, Mauri. Choose a lady, please. It's your choice.
Yes, before that, I can I say something?
Yes, of course.
What is tomorrow? What is tomorrow on adverb?
Because in this case, because you say now, right? You say,
Yeah.
okay, now it's, for example, an animal. Noun, it's a person, people, or also a noun can be an object. But in this case, tomorrow, it's like an auxiliary. So it's an adverb because modified. It's modified.
Okay, thank you.
You're
It's
welcome.
more clear right now.
Thank you so much, medio tos.
Anita.
Anita, please, number 3.
Can you hear me?
Far away.
A little, okay. Now?
Much better. Okay, Anita.
Okay. He is a pronoun. Loves a verb.
Mm-hmm.
To is a preposition.
Mm-hmm.
Play also is a verb. And basketball is a noun, I think.
Okay, let's see. He is a noun. It's also a pronoun too. It's a kind of noun, but loves is a verb. To is a preposition. Play is a verb, and basketball is a noun because it refers to the sentences. He loves to play basketball, so it is also a noun. So Anita, please choose between Alessandra or Irene.
Ale.
Irene? Or
Ale.
Ale? Ale, okay, thank you. Ale, please, number 4.
Okay. Subject pronoun, a noun. More like a to take verb, is a pronoun from a preposition and be an adjective pronoun.
Okay, I think your microphone is not working. Okay, I kind of idea. Okay, now moral verb o is also an auxiliary verb in a negative form. Take is a verb, it's a pronoun, from it's a preposition, and him is an object pronoun. Thank you. Irene, number 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Indefinite pronoun. Verbs in base form and object pronoun.
Okay. Everyone, it's a pronoun. Loves is a verb, and her, it's a object pronoun. Or a pronoun too. Thank you. Number 6. I don't love dogs. What is I?
Subject pronoun.
Okay, it's a subject pronoun. It's case noun. Don't.
Is an auxiliary in negative form.
An auxiliary verb in a negative form. Love.
Verb.
Verb. Dogs.
Noun.
Okay. Nouns. Samuel doesn't play soccer.
Samuel is a pronoun.
Okay. Doesn't.
Auxiliary verb.
Auxiliary verb. Play.
Is a verb.
And soccer.
No.
I don't want to marry her. I
No.
don't. Ahí fue error mío de dedo. Ahí fue error mío de dedo, ¿ok? Pero sí es un noun. Ok, don't.
Auxiliary verb.
Auxiliary verb, solo le di copiar y pegar. Want.
Verb.
To.
Preposition.
Marry.
Noun.
Ok, and her.
Object pronoun.
Object pronoun. Okay, señores. So, any question or everything is clear? A kind of. So, we are going to continue practices, but nos vamos a tomar 6 minutos de break. por si usted quiere ir al baño, si usted quiere prepararse un cafecito, son las 8:37. 8:44 retomamos. 43, 44. Señores, tomémonos un pequeño descanso de 5 o 6 minutos y retomamos. Okay, ready? Yes, teacher, always ready. Okay, we are going to conclude with the last. I got 4 exercise more. So let's see, number 9. I'm going to choose, Jackie, could you please turn on your audio? Thank you. Could you help me, Jackie, to classify sentences number 1? Oops, Jackie, thank you. I said 8:43, right? Okay, Jackie. Hello, Jackie. Jackie.
Hello.
Te saqué carrera, hija.
Yes.
Pero sí, yo creo que dije 8:43, creo, y creo que me pasé. No, sí, estamos bien. Ah, pues sí, estamos bien, 8:44, 45. Ok. Jackie, please, number 9. Could you help me to classify? Se prepara Ale.
Okay. Your possessive noun is better to be, more comparative, extensive adjective than is part of the comparative to, and or is object pronoun.
Okay, me encanta. I love it because you classify according, because this is a possessive pronoun. Yes, it is a pronoun, but we got different kind of pronouns. Y eso lo vamos a ver ahora rapidito. Tenemos diferentes tipos de pronombres. So this is a possessive pronoun. Car is a noun. Is, verb. More, it's an adverb. Expensive is an adjective. Than is a preposition, also a comparative. But in this case, according to the grammar, Jackie, is a preposition because this is yes, but it's a comparative. Yes, but we are not classifying it. It's a superlative, comparative, etc. So this is just a preposition. And ours is a possessive pronoun. Thank you. Number 10, Ale, could you help me, please?
I now want a verb to preposition, be, verb, and an article, computer, math, and math.
Okay, yes. In this case, now, it's a preposition. It's a pronoun, is also a noun. Tenemos diferentes tipos de nombres también. En este caso, to be more specific, is a noun. It's a pronoun, my God. One is a verb. To be, it's an auxiliary verb. It's an article. Computer is a noun. And engineer is a noun. Ale, could you help me to choose the next student, please? It's your choice. Okay, Mauri, are you ready with the number 11?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, perfect. Could you please, my gentleman, go ahead.
Okay. Likes a bear, to a particle, play a bear, by a preposition, and himself a pronoun.
Okay, he, it's a pronoun, it's a kind of noun, like a verb. To, it's an auxiliary, but to also is a preposition, and play, in this case, is an auxiliary verb. So to is a preposition, and play is an auxiliary verb. By, it's a preposition, himself is a reflexive pronoun. Okay, let's see, Mauri, choose between Anita or Irene.
Irene.
Irene, number 12, ready? Always,
Oh,
teacher. Go ahead, please.
I is a subject pronoun.
Mm-hmm.
Can is a modal. From is a verb. Base verb. And faster is a adjective, comparative adjective. Than is a preposition, but him is a object pronoun.
Okay, let's see. Pronoun, auxiliary verb, comparative adjective, preposition, and him is an objective pronoun. Ok, señores. Póngase relajado, relájense. Solamente póngame atención porque voy a hacer un pequeño review. Solamente ponga atención porque de ahí les tengo un párrafo. De ahí les tengo un párrafo y ya con eso vamos a terminar ya de clasificar. According to the grammar, we got 8 parts of the speech. We got noun. No lo voy a poner a leer, no lo voy a poner a hacer absolutamente nada ahorita. Por eso le digo que se relaje porque después van ustedes. According to the grammar, we got a part of the speech. Noun, adverb, verb, adjective, preposition, conjunctions, pronoun, and interjection. What is a noun? A noun names a person, place, things, or idea. We got some examples: dog, cat, horse, student, teacher, apple, Mary, and etc. What is an adverb? An adverb tells how often, how, when, and where. It can describe a verb, modify the verb, an adjective, or an adverb. Examples: loudly, always, never, late, soon, etc. What is a verb? The verb is the action. It's a word or group of words that describes an action, experience, etc. Examples: realize, walk, see, look, sing, sit, listen, and etc. What is an adjective? Describes, right? An adjective describes a noun or a pronoun. Example: red, tall, fat, long, short, blue, beautiful, sour, bitter, and etc. We got the fourth last. Preposition. A preposition is used before a noun, pronoun, or gerund to show place, time, directions in a sentence. Examples: at, in, on, about, to, for, form, and etc. What is a conjunction? A conjunction joins words or groups of words in a sentence. And also a conjunction joins two ideas. Examples: and, because, yet, therefore, moreover, since, or, so, until, but, and etc. What is a pronoun? Pronouns replace the name of the person, place, things, or idea in a sentence. He, she, it, we, they, him, her, this, that, and etc. What is an interjection? An interjection expresses a strong emotion and it is often followed by an exclamation point. Examples: bravo, well, aha, hurrah, yeah, oops, phew. Okay, look at this one. The first one is noun. A noun is a place of praise, idea, etc. For example, we got Luis is the tallest in the class. Luis is the noun. Number 2, ahí se me pasó hasta el is, pero obviamente es por, o sea, lo quise dejar así grandecito, pero obviamente nos referimos que Luis es el nombre, ¿verdad? No va a decir, mire, teacher, ahí porque, no, aquí porque o sea, el punto es que Luis es el nombre, entonces no voy a pensar que aquí, pero mire, también is, o sea, usted ya sabe que eso es un verbo. Number 2, Barcelona is a very popular city. So Barcelona is a noun. The Eiffel Tower is one of the highest in Paris. So we got the Eiffel Tower in this case. So teacher, but what about Paris? Yes, Paris is also a noun. But we are talking about the main subject or the principal subject is the Eiffel Tower. But yes, Paris is a noun too. Let's continue. Pronouns. As I said, we got different kind of pronouns. We got subjects, pronouns, object pronouns, possessive adjectives, possessive pronouns, and reflexive pronouns. And it's not necessary to explain it. If you see my screen, it's very clear like horchata. So, a pronoun replaces the name of a person, place, object, or idea in a sentences. So, we got, for example, subject pronouns, I, you, he, she, it, etc. Object, me, you, him, her, etc. Possessive, my, your, his, her, etc. Possessive pronouns, my, yours, his, hers, not used because we always use the its and ours, etc. Reflexive, myself, yourself, himself, herself, etc. Adjective. What is an adjective? Describe, right? So, for example, my dog is furry. Furry is the adjective. My sweater is made of wool. Wool is the adjective. The beef is raw. Raw is the adjective. Is there any word that you don't understand, my dearest? Or everything is clear? Right?
What is the meaning of furry?
Furry, peludo.
Okay.
Ya. El pelaje es fur. El pelaje, o sea, por ejemplo, les digo esto porque una vez un alumno me dijo hair, como el cabello, ¿no? En este caso, ellos tienen pelaje, o sea, el cabello es el del humano, ¿verdad? Entonces aquí fur es el pelaje y furry ya es el adjetivo, peludo. Is there another word that you don't understand, my dearest? 5, 4, 3, 2, let's continue. Adverb. An adverb tells how often, when, or where. For example, he swings well. The adverb is well. He plays the flute beautifully. Beautifully is the adverb. I will call you later. So, in this case, later is the adverb. He lives above the shop. Above is the adverb. Remember, an adverb. O sea, el adverbio, el alumno piensa que solamente es cuando termina con Y. Cuando decimos quickly, ¿verdad? Como termina con Y es un adverbio. O sea, los alumnos casi siempre identifican, yo no sé por qué, solo los que terminan con Y, pero observe acá. We got different kind of adverbs. Show us. How. ¿Cómo se hacen las cosas? How often. ¿Qué tan a menudo? When. ¿Cuándo? Y where. ¿A dónde? Entonces, en este caso, por ejemplo, well is how. O sea, ¿cómo él? En este caso, nada. ¿Cómo nada él? Bien, well. No vamos a decir good, ¿verdad? No, well. It's an adverb. Beautifully. ¿Cómo toca en este caso la flauta él? Hermosamente, ¿verdad? How. ¿Cómo la toca? Beautifully. Later. En este caso, how often. Estamos hablando de time. Estamos hablando de tiempo. So, later. Soon. O sea, adverbios. Todos esos son adverbios. About. En este caso, perdón. Habla, where, about, sobre. He lives about. He lives about. O sea, se refiere como al lugar. About. He lives about the shop. Okay. Prepositions. A preposition shows the relationship between a noun or a pronoun. For example, he sat on the chair. On is the preposition. There is some milk in the fridge. In is the preposition. Carlos left the country 5 years ago. Ago is the preposition. Her house is across the street. Across is the preposition. Interjections. En la parte de las interjections, creo que me atrevería a decir que yo creo que no forma parte del TOEFL. Porque quiero ver, en listening no tiene, tal vez por el tono de voz, quizás podríamos decir teacher, pero si hay una interjection en el listening nos podría dar como un tip de ahí va a salir una pregunta. Sí, quizás, pero es bueno igual hacer un review. An interjection expresses a strong emotion. It's often followed by an exclamation point. Congrats, you got 10 in your English test. Wait a minute, please. Regálenme 15 segundos. Perdón, ahí van a disculpar. Okay, congrats, you got 10 in your test. So congrats is the interjection. Well done, you painted really good. So well done is the interjections. Number 3, hurry up. The class is about to start. So hurry up is the interjections. Number next. Pensé que había otro número. Okay, the last one, yeah, I think this is the last one. Conjunction. Okay, please focus on this one because in the reading part, in the listening part, it's really important to identify the conjunctions, okay? Aquí sí, esta we have to respect. We must. A conjunction joins two ideas or shows the relationship between two parallel or sentences. For example, he doesn't want to go to the doctor, though she's very sick. ¿Por qué en este caso, o sea, ¿cómo te explico? Une dos ideas. Y como les digo, siempre, más que todo en el listening part, Siempre hay conjunctions que nos identifican si de ahí va a salir una pregunta, por no decirles el 100%. He doesn't want to go to the doctor. So, he's very sick. O sea, a pesar que está enfermo, aunque aquí le puse he, aquí le puse she, pero digamos que he en todo total, en este caso. Entonces, so, he is very sick. What is the conjunction? So, my brother is careful while I take risks. While is the conjunction because joins two ideas. He said, his brother is careful, but he likes to take risks. Number 3, do you prefer chicken or beef? The conjunction is or. Or. Do you prefer chicken or beef? So that is the conjunction. Any comment or everything is clear? Yes, teacher, everything is clear. Okay, so I'm going to finish the class with this exercise. This is the only exercise that you are going to do. You are going to classify. Yes, you are. You are going to classify every single word. But please, this is individual. It's not a practice. This is an evaluation. That's what I said. It is individual. I'm going to take it into account, okay? So, what time is it? 9:01. You got around 30 minutes to classify every single word. You had to write it down in your notebook. You have to classify and you must send to my private WhatsApp because I'm going to take it into account not as an attendance. I'm going to take it into account as an evaluation. Any question, my dearest, my intelligent students? Or everything is clear? 5?
We can work
No.
on the computer.
Yes, of course. It's your option. Teacher,
Okay.
can I use my tablet? Can I use my computer? It's your option. The only that I need is the picture because this is an evaluation. It is individual, okay? It's not an attendance. La primera se la tomé como asistencia. This is not an attendance. Another question, please.
Teacher, we are going to, I don't know how to explain that, but like the last activity.
Yes, but, okay, but if you see, we got more in this exercise, okay? We got conjunctions, we got different kind of pronouns. So you are going to classify according to the 8 parts of the speech. You are going to classify the word is a noun, an adverb, a verb, etc. Okay? We got 8 part of the speech. I think there is not an interjection. There is not an interjection. Another question more, please.
We are going to classify each word.
Each word, my princess. Yes, each word. Another question more, my dearest. Okay, so let's do it. It's very easy, my goodness. It is a pronoun. Was is a verb. Simple past verb. To is an adjective. My goodness, it's very easy. Pues sí, teacher, como no gusta la que lo está haciendo, no, hombre, yo ya pasé por eso también. So, my dearest, I'm here if you have any question, okay? Chicos, perdón, entre paréntesis, les explicaron lo de las prácticas. ¿Ya les dieron alguna indicación? No sé si alguien me puede decir ahí.
Sobre la práctica docente.
Ajá. Me di cuenta que tuvieron una reunión o no.
Sí,
Con el
tuvimos una
coordinador.
reunión.
¿Y cómo quedaron con
Ya
las
tenemos
prácticas?
fecha.
Ya tienen fechas.
El 9 de mayo al 9 de junio, si no me equivoco.
Ok, vamos a ver, el 9 de mayo. Marzo, abril, mayo, 9 de mayo. Sí, lo que yo no entendí porque a mí me explicaron que cuando ustedes tienen prácticas nosotros no damos clase.
A nosotras no nos pueden dar clases ni entregar tareas.
Ok, entonces, ¿cómo voy a hacer ahí? Vaya, voy a preguntar yo entonces. Ok, gracias. Sí, es que me dijeron que no, mire, no les va a dar, no les va a dar clase, pero no, o sea, yo no sabía las fechas, ¿verdad? Y yo, ¿qué? Sí, no, pues no sabía las fechas, ¿verdad?
Y es que lo que pasa es que nosotros vamos a hacer las prácticas en el turno de la mañana, o sea, que
Ujú.
es el horario de nuestras clases y por eso no recibimos clases.
Ujú. No, se hacía, yo me acuerdo que yo igual, yo en las mañanas hacía las prácticas y no teníamos clase. Lo único que imagínense, yo me gradué en el 2016, o sea, no me acuerdo cómo era que hacíamos para recuperar las clases que no teníamos. Ujú. Ok, hijos, pero de aquí ya lo tengo anotado, del 9 del mayo al 9 de junio. Se dan cuenta que el párrafo, o sea, sí tiene un montón de palabras, pero ya ustedes la saben clasificar, chicos. Ya ustedes la saben clasificar. Yo pienso que tendrían que ponerle atención a la parte de la gramática, porque como les dije al inicio, no hay tips para la gramática. Aquí es mentira, o sea, que yo les voy a decir, ay, mira, vos, si vos no sabes, no, aquí es mentira, o sea, en la parte de gramática, sí, o es esa la respuesta. No podemos decir, ah, pero me puedo guiar por eso, no, aquí en gramática sí usted tiene que saber.
Podemos ir clasificando con la letra inicial del párrafo.
Lo importante es que se identifique. Aunque en el caso, por ejemplo, en el caso de si es preposition, póngamele prep. Porque acá que puede ser preposition o puede ser pronoun, vea. No se preocupen que ya con eso terminamos la clase. Ya no lo voy a presionar más. Tranquilos. Hijos, no me vayan a mandar una sola manchazón. Mándenme eso ordenado, por favor. Estamos ya a nivel universitario.
Teacher, I don't know if I will be able to finish.
What time is it? 9:15. Yeah, let's see. Okay, let's see. We got 20 minutes left.
Teacher,
Yes, Jackie?
because there are many pronouns, objects, and pronouns, we can classify, for example, if it is possessive or just pronoun, whatever it is.
If it is a reflexive pronoun, you have to write it down reflex prompt.
Okay.
If it's object pronouns, you have to classify and write it down object prompt. Okay?
Okay.
This is just in order to practice, because remember, we don't got tips. We don't got any tips for the grammar part. But if you practice, you are going to improve. Yo por eso le temía la parte de gramática, porque la parte de gramática no hay un tip que le pueda ayudar a usted. De hecho, la parte de gramática, no recuerdo si es la segunda, creo. Se me olvidó, no sé si es la segunda que es, o la tercera que se hace. La primera es listening, pero grammar no me acuerdo si lo ponen de segundo o de tercero. Yo creo que va de segundo porque en la parte de reading es en la que ellos dan más tiempo. Tienen 1 hora para la parte de reading. Tomorrow morning, we are going to do our first grammar TOEFL, okay? So please try to be on time. Okay, thank you, Ale. I got the results. If you want, Alessandra, you can leave the class, or if you want, you can continue, okay? It's your option. Chicos, esta semana comienzo a trabajar en sus parciales. Ok, señores, solo Alessandra me ha mandado la respuesta. Vamos a ver, Anita, cómo vamos.
Ya casi.
Almost. Ok, thank you, Irene.
No.
Ok, Jackie, Mauri.
No yet.
I need to do something
Ok,
in the test. Yet.
ok, señores, el detalle es que vamos con didáctica, entonces igual tenemos también el break, así que no les quiero quitar tampoco el break. Y vamos a hacer algo. Las personas que no me lo han enviado, porque solo Alessandra, no lo he revisado todavía, pero solo Ale me lo ha enviado. Señores, mándenmelo en la tarde las personas que faltan, ¿ok? ¿Le tomaron fotografía o les mando la foto al... Bueno, sí, mejor ni les pregunto. Les voy a mandar de un solo la foto al WhatsApp. Y me lo mandan en la tarde, siempre a mi WhatsApp, porfa, ¿ok? Ahí les voy a mandar la foto. Ok, señoras, ahí estamos entonces. Chicos, nos vemos a las 10 en punto. La didáctica, pilas, porfa. Necesito que tengan un libro de inglés a la mano, por favor. Si es posible, no me utilice el mismo libro durante todo el ciclo 01. Trata la manera de mezclarlos, ¿ok? No me utilice el mismo, teacher, yo no tengo. Pues busquémonos uno viejito. Algún vecino tiene que tener un libro viejito, no sé. Así que, señores, listos ahí con un libro de inglés. Nos vemos a las 10 en punto.